Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am literally here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years, and we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed or whatever works best for you. So I don't usually do the big bow head thing, but I just love these colors and nails. And so I thought it'd be fun. And I already had on this big baggy black shirt, which one of the few shirts I have that's actually registering as black on this camera. So here we are, Halloween deck. Let's do this. So, I'm glad you guys like it. All right, let's jump in then. Wow. Okay. It is October. It is mid-October. Ooh, a time that's getting spooky with jump scares and all the terrors. Ooh, right? I have something truly terrifying to show you. Just a moment. Let me make sure I pull this up so you can see. Oh. All right. We're going to start in at 2 minutes in. Oh, Lord help. Okay. Okay. Let me share with you a social media post by President Blunderdum, King of the Bog of Eternal Stench. Okay? Because what he's thinking about, what I'm concerned about, are two wildly different things. Okay, so if you'll forgive me, again, you have to trust me a little on this. Let me read to you what he said. Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. All cap on the beginning of each word. Worst of all time. They disappeared my hair and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. I never liked taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is super bad. This is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? Okay. One. Okay. All right. You always want to be on Time magazine. Why are they writing anything positive about you? I don't understand that, but okay. But he's complaining about his hair. Okay, here's the thing, and this is a jump scare. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. This is a picture. I don't have a warning sign like Hal Sparks has, but okay. I don't think he needs to worry about his hair. Ugh. He looks like a balloon that's tied at the bottom. You know, like just a regular birthday balloon tied at the bottom. I don't even get to the hair and the crown and the... Lewis says the government is shut down on your watch and this is what you're worried about. Oh, yeah, of course. So, okay, okay. So he, so President Blunderdum woke up this morning and chose basic stupidity. Really, this is what you're focused on. I couldn't even get to the hair. If you hadn't mentioned the hair, I would never have even noticed the hair. Yeah, Miss Gibson says, meanwhile, I'm worried about Medicaid, my food stamps, my Social Security, and all that. And he was worried about what he looks like in a picture. He is the worst president. Yes. Yes. Floating crown. Ha, ha. Perfect pop culture reference. Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. That was good. That was good. Whew. Man, oh day. Really? These are your priorities. Of course they are. Because he's a fool. But don't let the secrets out. Don't let the Epstein files out. By the way, please, I'd rather if you didn't swear, Maria. I'm sorry. Just there are it's a daytime show, and there are little ears around and little eyes, and also just to keep the vibration up because we go down into the muck. But feel free to blankety blank and things like that. Gosh darn a lollipop, Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't today the day the House is supposed to be back in session? Which means that Speaker Mikey the Heretic would have to swear in the duly elected Democratic representative. So he's not bringing the House back into session, so he doesn't have to. Am I correct on that? Yeah, October 14th was when the House was supposed to come back into session. Oopsies. Yeah. Shauna says they're delaying because he would have to swear her in. Yeah. You can't hide forever. Okay. All the grief that he's causing. And yeah, tell me you are completely out of touch with everyone else. Yeah, this is just pathetic and clueless. Yeah. Mayor, I don't want to repeat what you've got in the chat, but technically it wouldn't be. If we're going to be, it's actually the L word. Unless my anatomy is way off. So Woodpile Witch is asking, did you pick the scarf to fit the frame or vice versa? I picked the frame to match the scarf. So, yeah. And I just love these. So, Lori says Johnson's postponed opening another week. He also said he would not swear her in until Democrats agree to his continuing funding bill. Of course not. All right. I have the next question is, yay. And then the third question is, okay, so we're going to go on to question 2. Thank you. 9 minutes, 30 seconds in. Yes. Supreme Court. We don't usually like them much these days, but the Supreme Court rejected Alex Jones's appeal on the Sandy Hook judgment, meaning that he does indeed owe $1.4 billion. Yay! Oh, that makes me so happy. I haven't seen his meltdown today. I assume there is one from his car or whatever. I like that, Louis. Poor Alex. Literally. $1.4 billion. Oh, yeah, and the tiny mustache. Oh my gosh, he's so pathetic. I want attention, I want attention, I want attention. Hang on. Okay, that's probably a scam. All right, sorry. Yes, Sharon, huzzah! All right, so, oh, he's gonna be so mad. Oh. Judgment, major arcana judgment, as in you have none, and a judgment has come for thee. Ask not whom you can judge. Ask how much the judge is going to make you pay. Knight of Cups. Yeah, these poor families. Sun, Moon, Chaos, Illusion, Delusion, and you're done. Pay up. You're done. It's over. Oh, please, please. We already know he's been trying to siphon money off to his father. Suddenly his father has a website selling the exact kinds of things and supplements that Alex Jones himself was selling. What a coinky dink. Yeah. Whew. Let me see if I can find out anything else. Alex Jones. Oh, you're not sitting pretty anymore, are you? Again, Wheel of Fortune. There's your illusion, delusion, your lies, your made-up stories, and legal silence. I got a world card and I got a Four of Swords. You're done. Now, will he actually pay is the question. Yeah, Rose Blue. Wah, wah, wah. So is he actually going to pay up? Yes and no. Mostly yes. And then he's all upset. Woe is him. Woe is Alex Jones. Yeah, you can basically hang him upside down and just shake him until the coins fall out of his pockets. Celebration of decency and judgment. I know that Hal Sparks was talking about how much he really wants that desk. So I don't know where to put it. His home office, he's shown it. It's very small. It's smaller than this. But then again, this is my living room. So, will he flee to Russia? Dave is asking. I don't think so. Thank you, Jolie. No, I'm getting money going to the families. So, yay! That makes me happy. Okay. At 14 minutes, 30 seconds in. Okay, now this, you know the cliche Halloween scary movie music from the 50s camp where it's all and everything is just weird and you get spinning optical illusions and all of that. Well, that is where we're going now. We're going into the land of insanity. And his name is Eric Trump. So at 15, okay, that's there. Okay. Do not try to, warning, excuse you, warning, do not try to diagram these sentences or really work out the true meaning of what these words might mean. Were they coming out of the pie hole of a decent human being? These are the words of a Trump. Therefore, you have been warned that your brain cells are in danger of calling it a day because of the sheer audacity and stupidity of this. Entertainment only, YouTube. During a Tuesday interview with MAGA influencer Benny Johnson, Eric Trump said that the quote-unquote siege against his father was worth it because now his father is, quote, heaven-bound. Oh, it gets worse. Okay. Quote, these are the three most bonkers paragraphs you're probably ever going to hear. He's probably too humble in a certain way to say that. I can say that as the son because I've seen the hand of God on him for a very long time, guiding him through the most unthinkable, dark process. God guiding him through. Let us bow our heads and pray. Thank you, God, for guiding us through the most unthinkable, dark process. Quote, second paragraph. And I can tell you, maybe the one thing he does that might have, influenced heaven is I think there's a lot less people going to heaven, meaning they're going to heaven slower because you stop the death and destruction around the world. But wait, there's a third paragraph. Hold on to something. And believe me, if he wasn't heaven bound, he wouldn't have been alive after Butler. If he wasn't heaven bound, the flag wouldn't have folded up like a perfect angel right above his head. We're saving Christianity. We're saving God, or saving the family unit. We're saving this nation. It's touching. The Trump family, they're saving God. Yes, saving God. Thank heavens they're saving God. He wouldn't have, yes, it's a miracle. It was a miracle in Butler. I was talking to Sarah about this. I don't know if it was from the article or just something she was saying, but it was, because ears just miraculously heal themselves without any marks or, notorious for just like a starfish losing a leg, just blip, grows right back. Saving God. The Trumps are, saving God. Like, Oh my God. If ever there was a need for a clear message of no kings in this country, none, zero, no kings. We don't do that here, ever. It would be the idea that Eric Trump would be third in line, second in line. I can't remember. I know Junior's the oldest. Then it's Ivanka, then Eric. Whatever. or is it Junior and then Eric and then Ivanka? I don't care. But Eric Trump would be in line for the throne of the United States. Who would like to protest and say, no kings ever? No kings, no kings. Yes, Bear. No kings. Yeah. Donna says, no kings then, no kings now. Yes. Yeah, but she's younger, Bern. She's younger. So. All right, it is his father. He is a child in so many ways. Four of Swords, silence, Tower, trying to stir things up. The fortunes of the Trump family over the next couple of decades are going to become, shall we say, interesting. Kushner has so much going on overseas in a way that the Trump family doesn't. I know they supposedly have hotels or whatever else in other countries, and they've made whatever deals. But, you know, the countries that they've made these deals with, once there's no longer a Trump in office, they don't have to do anything like that. They can renege on those deals. Can redo the deals. Pam says, I've never posted as I watched the videos on TV. Had to come on and say I nearly lost my lunch at Eric Trump's words. I'm so sorry. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Sean. Raymond says House Republicans will be taking their 70th day off with pay in the last 82 days. Yeah. Yeah, he's a supporter of the King of the Bog of Eternal Stench. He's out there, people listening to what he has to say. Excuse me, which is not normally the case. Refusal to listen. He is one of the faithful. Oh, look. Entertainment only, YouTube. Look, it's a card of thieves. Oh, that's right, Eric. You were also banned from heading up any kind of charity for a decade in New York because you stole money from children with cancer. Yeah, that was you too. I remember now. It was your father. It was your brother. It was your sister. It was you. 10 years. It says exactly what kind of person you are. And we are going to move on. We are. This is how it's going to be. So, whew. Lois says, hey, Congress is only 6 weeks away from the Christmas break. Oh, what do you guess Monster Mike is going to go, oh, well, stay home. Let's just say seriously, these people are horrible. Oh, they are staggering. Tammy's asking, why are they getting paid with the government shut down? My question exactly. All right, so 2430. Deb Z actually had a question. I see Speaker Mikey the Heretic's name right there. Okay. Oh yeah, this. Okay. All right. Let's think about this for just 1 second. I'm gonna preface this by reminding you that there are real military people in this country. There are real policemen, real military. And with decades of experience, even though our military is obviously made up of a lot of young people. It's not all. There's a lot of experience now in the U.S. military. Really scary stuff. Speaker Mike Johnson said, "What I've seen is the abuse of law enforcement by radical left activists." Really? Is it the unicorn costume? The frog? Wasn't there a squirrel maybe? Okay. "What I've seen is the abuse of law enforcement by radical left activists. You know, most recently, the most threatening thing I've seen yet was the naked bicyclers in Portland who were protesting ICE down there. I mean, it's getting really ugly. They have attacked, physically assaulted officers. People have been arrested. Okay, this is serious business." Hi. Hey, Mikey. Here's the thing. People who are either naked or nearly naked, military people like that because you can't hide a weapon anywhere. Nowhere to hide a weapon. Not really. So, yeah. And part of the people wearing either no clothes or less clothes than normal, one of the things some of them did was to lay down on the ground in front of the ICE detention center. So, put yourself in the mind of a member of the United States military, an actual member of the United States military, and you are seeing a bunch of naked and nearly naked people lying on the ground, quiet or chanting or something. You are in riot gear. Is he that freaked out by nudity at all? Is that the most threatening thing I've seen yet? Was the naked bicyclers? The most threatening thing. Are you traumatized because you've seen Anatomy? Did the app on your phone go off because you saw, I don't know, like skin? Eek. Grow up. I'm not usually one like that. I mean, you know me. I don't show skin. I don't do that kind of thing. And if you do, good for you. I'm not trying to change anybody else. But me personally, no. No. I don't do. No. You are never going to see cleavage. Never. Really? Was it just the women's chest areas? Was that traumatic for you? Not because you've been attacked, like other people have trauma around naked bodies, but no, you just okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quelle horreur. Oh. Baby Longstocking's back. Hello. I've seen Maggie trying to start fights. True. Someone just said, Ethel, put your clothes back on. What? Julie said, Ethel, put your clothes back on. I don't see Ethel's comment. Oh boy. What did I miss in the chat? X of Swords, Ten of Swords says, I have a Chuck E. Cheese costume. Gonna put on my husband's old military jacket and go as mice. That is awesome. I'm so sorry if that clap was loud. That is awesome. Yes. Mice. That is awesome. All right. Oh no, keep it secret. Keep it safe. Queen of Swords. Temperance is right in the middle. Tara Dublin she lives in Portland, and she was saying yesterday that there are MAGA people coming there to specifically make it look like there's violence. And then that's the only thing that Dumpster Fire and a lot of these other people see. And the reality is, no. Ideas and the Flows, I've done at the Naked Bike Ride a few times. It's pretty fun. Good for you. I hope you had a good time. Yeah, this is pathetic. Release the Epstein files. Yeah. Shouldn't there be a law that Speaker Johnson has to, unless he's specifically bringing either some impeachment or whatever they would call that, isn't there a law that says he has to swear in duly elected members of Congress within a reasonable amount of time? What is to stop any speaker from just, nah, I don't feel like it? Honestly, does anybody know? Rose Blues is saying, Ethel, come back here, you shameless hussy. What? Who's Ethel? Is Ethel in the chat? Okay, this is awesome. Come back here, you shameless hussy. Oh gosh. This is hysterical. Jamie says he's waiting for the official count from Arizona. Yeah, with the Republicans, yeah, he just within 24 hours. It's a reference to the song Streak. Oh, okay. Gosh, I haven't heard that in decades. So the Streak song. Okay, thank you. Fauna's asking, can a federal judge swear her in? I don't think so, but I don't know. Please enlighten. If you have any idea on that, please tell us. So, whew. Pam says, can she file a lawsuit against Mikey? The official count was due yesterday. Oh, I know there was a song called The Streak. I haven't heard it since I was younger than 10. So Jan is saying a Supreme Court judge can swear her in. Justice Jackson? Justice Sotomayor, are you busy? Hi. Could you do us a favor, please? Could you just we could send her to you. You don't have to go anywhere. You just can 3330. What is going to happen with this woman? 3330 SCOTUS Justice. Swear her in. Desert says, I think Johnson has to designate the Supreme Justice to swear her in. Okay. Ms. Gibson said, I heard that Johnson said he will swear her in after the Democrats choose to open the government again. Yeah, I mean, that's what he's saying, but yes, okay. So Nettie's saying there is Congressman Garcia was telling Midas Touch that Johnson has 30 days to swear in, and it is past that time as of yesterday. There's this constitutional limit. Article 1, Section 5 of the Constitution mandates that, quote, neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn for more than 3 days. Yeah, but they've adjourned for long periods of time. Well, and it's also the days. They changed the meaning of the word days. Remember that? That's still a thing. The Congress office is a justice can, but it won't bring Congress back to vote. Okay, good point. Adelita Grijalva. Thank you, Bern. Grijalva. Days are infinite, yes. Sandra Lee, the days are just packed. Oh, Maria. So just sent some good prayers for Maria's dog. A little thing. I'm so sorry. Ms. Gibson says, we've learned from this Congress and the administration that the Constitution nor the law applies to them unless they want it to. They feel like it, yeah. Come. Oh, there she is. Ta-da! The Democrat and the potential 218th signator to release the Epstein files. Yes. Those secret files. But Mikey's there trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Oh, misdirect. King of Swords. Well, that could be Judges, Page of Pentacles. So, no. I'm not getting a Supreme Court justice swearing her in. Thank you, Ms. Gibson. I figured it was time to pull that out. Aw, thank you, Ember. Thank you. All right. There's more. But wait, there's more. Whoa. Oh, All right. The mainstream media has done one thing that I'm good with. 30. Both conservative and liberal major U.S. news outlets are refusing to sign the Pentagon's new press rules. We're talking the New York Times, Associated Press, Reuters, Newsmax, Washington Post, and The Atlantic. The new press rules were introduced under Defense Secretary Hegseth, arguing, the news outlets are arguing that threatens First Amendment protections by requiring journalists to acknowledge vague restrictions on information access, which could result in their eviction from the Pentagon. As of 5 p.m. yesterday, the only news outlet that will be allowed to enter the Pentagon to cover the Department of Defense will be OAN, a far-right Trump-allied news organization that often spreads conspiracy theories and falsehoods. Will it continue to stand? Star, yeah. But that is good. Thank you for standing up for your own self-interest. Deborah says, about time. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going through the news with me. It can be a little harrowing, but I'm here every day. We go through the news together every day. The good, the bad, and the Yeah, so anyway. So, excuse me, the Pentagon's Lisa Kay says even Fox News declined. Yeah. Secretary Dum Dum. Because they've been hurting Hegseth's feelings. Strength. They were here centuries before you were here, our press, and they will be here centuries after you are gone. Very shaky ground. Very silence. Crickets. 8 of swords. 8 of cups. Walking away. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Excuse me. I think I'm still recovering from that Trump picture. Things are going to leak out. You can't. You can say, "Oh, fine, you're not. I'm walking away, and you're not going to know anything." But this is the thing about this card in this deck. Are they wrapping her up, or are they unwrapping her? You have to go with what it feels like, and what it feels like here is things leak. Things are coming off. It's tried this absolute silence, but then it's afterward. It doesn't get tighter. People will talk. So good luck. The bear says unwrapping her. That's what I thought. Well, thank you, Ms. Gibbs. So the bear says things have been leaking out all along. Oh, Jennifer, I love the black and orange heart emojis. I love that. Okay. Nice try. Won't work. Okay. 4145. New York Attorney General Letitia James. We love her. I saw her video response to the charges against her. What? Okay. We know that if they actually try on that side, if they actually tried to rub both of their brain cells together, they'd break like glass. But, just trying to get a spark of thought going. But how stupid do you have to be to go after Letitia James with made-up charges? Couldn't leave that not. So you're going to go poke that mama bear. Yeah, you're going to. Okay. Yeah. New York Attorney General Letitia James, facing federal fraud charges, which are bogus, defiantly vowed not to back down during her first public appearance since the indictment, warning against, quote, powerful voices that seek to silence truth and weaponize justice, unquote, and urging supporters to defend democracy and the rule of law. This wasn't the recorded thing. This was a public deal because she got a standing ovation. How will she fare on the other end of this? How dumb do you have to be to go after Letitia James, the Attorney General of the state of New York, with fake stuff? Fawn says they just wanted to keep her tied up in litigation. Oh, I think that might backfire. Yeah. The bear said she did a standing ovation. It was amazing. Oh, good. And loud cheering, says Deborah. Oh, there's something up here. Okay. And yes, Byrne, truly trumped up charges. Yes. And Pam points out discovery should be fun. Yeah, let's see your internal communications about the president demanding his political opponents be attacked legally without cause. Yeah. Let's get those. Okay, thanks. Where did they even get this? Honestly, Page of Swords, Knight of. First of all, she was helping her niece. So since she's an attorney general, Queen of Swords, this could be her niece, who she was hoping to get a home. Thank you, Gussie. Thank you, Christine. Three of Swords. Seven of Wands on the defensive. Six of Ghosts. Oh, there we go. Back to the nostalgia of watching President Dumpster Fire have to sit in court. Or, yeah, at some point. Or at least having his stuff read in court. Yeah, this is not bright. But Dumpster Fire got his feelings. He got his little feelings hurt. And then he's on the defensive. Oh, we're going back to this. Okay, I'm in. Mary says she's a good and fearless AG. Yes. Whew. And says she marked the wrong box, fixed it, wrote a letter explaining. Ta-da. And seriously, who found out about this? This is stupid. Joyce says, thing will get discovery. Taco. Trump always chickens out. Chicken taco, always chickens out. Bluster and then doubt. 4640. 46. There we go. Okay. Heather was asking, will any of the dozens of ongoing Hatch Act violations be brought before a judge? I know Trump's lackeys don't think the law matters, but the rule still exists, and for a reason. I'm happy to read on it, but I'm not going to hold my breath. The TSA apparently, at least in certain places, balked at a video that was sent out by the government, by the Trump administration, that they were supposed to show like people in the TSA lines blaming the Democrats for the shutdown. And the TSA said, no, that's a Hatch Act violation. So no, we can't do that. So that is true, Rachel. We need the next Democratic administration to actually have a spine and an AG who will do the work. There's the Emperor. Got his feeling. Oh, big feelings hurt. The big baby got his feelings hurt. Oh. Strength. Sitting pretty. 10 of Pentacles, his legacy. Can't leave it alone. Just can't leave it alone. Justice. Actual justice. Nostalgia, again. And we're back to this. This is legacy. They haven't had to do anything. I want to say when Kellyanne Conway was in there, she did something, and a reporter was saying, "Isn't that a violation of the Hatch Act?" And she's like, "Arrest me." I'm not going to hold my breath. But if we vote blue in big enough numbers, doesn't matter what shenanigans they try, it won't matter if every Democrat and everyone who wants to vote for Democrats votes for the blue candidate and absolutely goes out and votes. They can't stay. There's no shenanigans they can pull. So, Cindy Poole says voted yes on 50 California today. Is that the gerrymandering? The gerrymandering arms race. Can you imagine? It's named after a guy. It's named after a politician. His name was Gerrymander, Mr. Gerrymander, I believe. Was it hang on. Gerrymander, politician. My mistake. It was Massachusetts Governor Elbridge Gerry, Gerry, signed a bill he didn't like, one that reordered some political districts. Governor Elbridge Gerry in 1812. My mistake. Well, trying to learn something every day. Okay. What else do we got? 51 minutes in. Hang on. And Brenda, I want to make sure I get to this question from Brenda, 5120. Basically, I wanted to ask how Merrick Garland is feeling after seeing all of the disruption and lawlessness in various cities in America. Does he feel any kind of responsibility or remorse? I don't know that it's the cities necessarily, but seeing Dumpster Fire and his flunkies just destroying the rule of law. Does he feel any? Jamie says you get partial credit, though. Thank you. Cindy says, yes, gerrymandering is California 50. Thank you. Cindy says, I've been curious about milquetoast Merrick, but those men always seem to have such egos. And that's the thing. I mean, I remember listening to, he was on a high up, it was a Court of Appeals. It was something like that, and there was a whole panel of judges, and they were asking. It was an audio, and I was listening. Excuse me, while I was cleaning, and some judges weren't even asking anything. Others were asking a couple of questions. They got down to him. He was last, and you could hear the way he was talking, and the way you could almost tell, like on his desk, he had like paperwork set out, and then maybe like over here, he had like. On top of a file cabinet, he had some papers set out because he's like, okay, I had questions about this. And he was so good and so thorough. And it was like, oh, heck yeah. So when I heard he was going to become Attorney General, I was like, anything he comes up with is these people are toast, because he's not going to bring anything that is not a slam dunk, because he's that good. Silly me. So, yeah, criminal, thief, all out in the open. Just walking away, not listening. He tried to be a force of temperance. Page of Pentacles, took down a couple of small flunkies briefly. Completely misjudged the whole thing. You had that much power to do good. Cindy says milquetoast would have been good on the Supreme Court, not AG. Exactly. That's true. Anne is reminding us that Garland, he did the Oklahoma City, the McVeigh thing. So we thought him coming in would be a slam dunk. He has experience. Nope. What happened to Merrick? Too wishy-washy. Too many years of trying to be too careful. Where he says the USAG requires guts. Yeah. There's higher wisdom. 5 of Cups, Moon. he wasn't up to the job. So I have not, Cindy. Is that a robot? So, man. Okay. Brian says America's in the Federalist Society. Yeah, but a lot of them are. There's also certain, yes, he's, no matter which way you look at it, either in a small C or big C, he's conservative by nature. I agree, but he wasn't up to the task. He just wasn't. So, well, I'm going to roll over the questions that I haven't finished today. I'll roll over tomorrow. There are only a few left. But do put your questions in the chat before I come on. Please. I'm always looking for good questions. And thank you so much for going through the news with me. It means a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do hit the like and subscribe if you have not. Thank you. All right. So, the interstellar comet. Oh, that thing. It's going to hit the moon, I think it is. Okay. All right. Well, it is 1:09 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. I probably won't have this in because getting a little bit of a headache, but it's totally worth it for a while. And I just had so much fun with the nails. So look at that. Yeah, it makes me so happy. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please remember, you are not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. All right. And I will be on Creative Sprints this afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. Central. Links in the description box. You're always welcome. And thank you. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow, like I have been for over 5.5 years. So you've always got a community here and over on Creative Sprints every day. All right. Be well. All right. And I'll see you later.